Okay then, so we're making some pretty good progress with this authentication flow now. We can register, log in and log out, and we're also getting that initial user value when the app first loads so that we know in the first seconds whether a user is logged in or not. But currently there's a few flaws. First of all, when a user first loads or opens the app, they're able to navigate to the profile page even if they're not logged in. And when that happens, we're going to see that error like we saw before, which complains because the user value is null and we can't access the email property from it. So ideally, we want to protect certain pages like that from the user if they're not logged in. And then we won't see those errors because we can be sure that when a user sees those protected pages, they're logged in, right? So I want to make it so that the entire dashboard route group is protected from unauthenticated users. Meaning that if you're not logged in and you try to access one of those dashboard pages, then you get redirected to the login page instead. Likewise, if you are authenticated on the profile page, for example, and then you log out, we need to detect that change and redirect the user to the login page in that scenario as well. So how are we going to do all this? Well, we're going to use the useEffect hook to run a function once initially when we first try to access the dashboard pages, and then again whenever the user state changes. And inside that hook, we're going to look at the current user value and redirect them to the login page if it's ever null. And we're going to wrap that logic up inside a custom component, which can wrap then any protected page or group of pages. So then let's do this. I'm going to come to the components folder and I'm going to make a new folder inside that called auth. And inside here, we can make any custom components related to authentication. Now you don't have to do it this way, just something I like to do. I'm going to make a new component now called UserOnly.jsx. And inside this file, I'm going to make a new component by saying const UserOnly is equal to a function. All right. And we're also going to destructure the children prop from this function right here so that we can render them in the template shortly. We need to export this component at the bottom of the file as well. So let's say export default UserOnly. And now we can flesh the component out. Okay, so inside here, the first thing I want to do is grab a few values from the user context. So I'm going to say const, then curly braces, and we want the user value and the auth checked value as well. We need the auth checked value because only when that's true do we know the real value of the user, right? Anyway, we set this equal to the use user hook, and we need to make sure that gets imported as well, and then we can invoke this. Okay, so we also need to use another hook built into the Expo router package called useRouter. And this hook lets us use a router object to do things like redirect the user or replace the current page or screen. So to do this, we'll say const router is equal to useRouter, and we need to import that hook from Expo router. All right. So next we need to make that useEffect hook, which is going to run once to begin with, and then again every time either of these two values change, user and auth checked. So let's say useEffect and make sure it gets imported from React, and then inside the useEffect hook we're going to pass in a function as the first argument. Now after that, as the second argument, we want to pass in the dependency array, which is the user and auth checked. And again, this says to React that whenever any of these two values changes, rerun the function inside the hook. Okay, so inside this function then, we're going to do an if check to check the values of both of those two things. So let me write this out first, and then I'm going to explain it. So I'm going to say if, then inside parentheses, auth checked, and, so double ampersand, user is equal to null. And then we're going to do something. And inside this code block, I'm going to take the router object we got from the useRouter hook, and I'm going to use a method on it called replace. And this replace method replaces the current page that a user's on with a new one. We just need to pass in the path to that new page, which is going to be /login. All right, so why do we have this if check right here? Well, first of all, we only want to redirect the user to the login page if they're not logged in, right? So in other words, if the user is equal to null. But we also know that when the application first loads, the user is null by default to begin with, until we find out the initial correct value of the user from Appwrite. And that's why we add this other auth check condition as well. Because when this is true, we know we've already checked the initial value of the user by this point, and so the user value will be accurate. So if it's still null, then we can redirect. If it's not null at that point, then we don't. So that's the redirect logic done now. And now we need to return the children at the bottom down here, which represents any content which this user-only component will eventually wrap. I also want to do one more thing, which I'm just going to paste in right here. And what we're doing is a little if check before we return the children down at the bottom. And this check says that if not auth checked, so if it's still false and we haven't completed the check yet, or if not user, so if the user is currently null, we're going to return a different template, which is just going to be a text component that says loading. And if we return this component, then we never actually reach the return down at the bottom, which returns the children, right? So why do we do this? Well, we need to do this because if the initial auth value hasn't been checked yet, well, we don't want to render any real content yet, right? Because if we try to, then it might cause an error if that content assumes we're logged in and tries to use the user value. So we want to return a loading screen when that happens, right? The other condition, not user, is because we never want to render any protected content, for example, whatever this component wraps, when a user isn't logged in. So in both cases, we want to show a loading message until we either get a valid user, in which case we render the children, or we redirect the user if not. Okay, cool. So this is done for now, and we can go ahead and wrap this component around the dashboard group. So let's go and do that then. Let's go to the dashboard layouts, and I'm going to wrap this entire thing with that user-only component that we just made because we want to protect all of these pages in the dashboard. So let's do this. User-only, and we need to import that right here. And we need to grab the closing tag and put it right down here at the bottom, like so. And I'm just going to scoot all the rest in as well. So now, all of this stuff, right, all of this content is the children right here. And we only ever return those children to render them when we have a valid user. If the user is never valid, or if we've not yet checked the authentication status, then we never get to this. We just return this instead. And then if it comes back that we don't have a user logged in, we just replace the route. So we redirect them to the login page. If the check is completed and it comes back that we do have a user, then we do reach this return and we return the children, which is this entire layout right here where we render the content. Okay, so we only ever see now these dashboard pages when we're logged in. So let me try this. I'm going to reload the app just to make sure all the changes have taken effect. Then I'm going to go to the profile page. Now, I don't think I'm logged in. I might be, but let's try it out. And okay, text doesn't exist. Well, that was daft of us, wasn't it? Daft of me, rather. We need to import this text component. Let me do that again from React Native. All right, so let's see if this works. Now I'm going to go to the profile page. And when I do that, well, I get redirected instead to the login page. Now, if you've got a sharp eye, you might have just seen that loading text up on the top left. I'm going to reload this again and see if you can catch it. It is only there for a split second, but just look over here, top left. There should be like a little loading text. So if I go to profile, did you see that? No, me neither. But it was there. And it's not showing the content in the dashboard, which is the most important thing. So then, we are now protecting any pages inside the dashboard from unauthenticated users. Now, what I'm going to do is try logging in. Now, before I do that, let's just guess, in fact. I think there's a browser at NetNinja.dev. I think this is right. And then down here, was it test? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to try logging in. And now, if I reload the app, there was no error, so I presume that worked. I'm going to reload, and then I'm going to try going to the profile page. And yeah, now I can see it because I'm logged in. So it's not redirecting me anymore. That's good. And if I log out, let's see what happens. This is where you might catch that loading screen, by the way. So if I log out, yeah, you saw that white screen? That was the loading text, but the template behind it was rubbish. We're going to sort that out later, but at least we saw that little loading screen instead of the content, so we don't get the error, and it redirected us then to the login page. So all of this is working. Now, I want to actually do the reverse of what we've done here as well, because if a user is logged in, and in fact we'll log in again right now, so I'm going to say browser at Ninja.dev again and log in, test 1, 2, 3, 4, log in, and then we need to restart the app, don't we? So we can get back to the profile page. Let's just make sure we are logged in first of all. I'm going to go to the profile page. Yes, we are. Okay, so let me restart again. So we know we're logged in. However, I can still go to the login page and the register page. Now that makes no sense. If I'm logged in, then I shouldn't be allowed to see these pages. And instead, if I ever try to access them, maybe we do the opposite of what this does and we redirect that user to the profile page. So let's make another component to do this. And this time I'm going to call it GuestOnly. So that kind of implies that only users that are not logged in should be able to see certain things. Now, it's going to be very, very similar to this. And for that reason, I'm not going to write it all out again. I'm just going to paste this in. We have all the same imports up here at the top right. And then we call this GuestOnly. We're taking the children. We grab exactly the same values from this hook, from the context. We grab the router. And then this is where it starts to change a little bit. So if we go back over here, we can see that we want to only replace this route to the login screen if the user is null, right? And that's because we don't want unauthenticated users viewing whatever page this wraps. But on the guest-only one, we say if the user is not null, right? So if there is a user and we land on a guest-only page, then, well, we really want to redirect that user to the profile. So we kind of do the opposite. Same down here as well. We still wait for auth checked, but this is not checking for the lack of user, rather is checking for a user. If that user exists, then we don't want to render the children, which will eventually be these pages. Okay, so it just does exactly the opposite, that's all. And now what we could do is we could go to the auth group layout and we could wrap this stuff with the guest only component. Does that make sense? Make sure you import it. And down here, guest only. And I feel like this is a really, oops, let's just do that. Oh my word, what am I doing? There we go. I feel like this is a really elegant way to protect certain parts of your application because we're just using a nice component now to wrap whatever content is hidden from certain user groups. And you should have seen over there, it redirected. So it picked up on that change and it redirected us to the profile. And now if I try to reload the app, and then if I try to go to either the login page or the register page, then it's just going to redirect me instead to the profile because I don't need to log in. I'm already logged in. So then, my friends, now we've got two good authentication components which we can use within this application.